I think there is a dialogue between our culture, values, and technology, and they both have an impact on each other. If we live in a world of efficiency, time equals money, then technology is basically here to help us to become more efficient. And if you look at kids now, they watch us and they're trying to be even more efficient. And we see nowadays with research that young people have less sympathy. They are more isolated. Loneliness is the disease of the 21st century. More and more people live in their own world, multitasking. Basically, they're trying to be in several places all together. We have to create real autonomy. We have to actually realize what it is to be an individual, not the individual that they're selling us, through TV, internet, and all the different channels. It's about being a real individual. It's about being able to live your life. Technology is not good or bad. Technology is what you do with it. You want to share with the world your significant, experiences. You go abroad, you travel, and you take photos of you, of the kids. Maybe the grandparents are, in New York, and you are in London, and you want them to be part of it. So that's great, But if you take it to the extreme, it becomes actually an obsession. Nowadays, you can see people that they take photos of everything. They go to a restaurant, they have to tell the whole world what they're eating. You see young couples, they actually have to sell their happiness to the world. And you ask yourself, what is actually important in this photo? Is it actually representing real high-quality relationship, intimacy, something like this? Or is it actually some kind of a PR? See how happy we are. And that's a dangerous corner. I was walking near a restaurant area in Tel Aviv a few days ago, and I saw this beautiful couple. They were dressed chic, beautiful kid eating ice cream, and both of them, the husband and the wife, were actually on their smartphone, and the kid was she was lonely, eating ice cream with both her parents with her, and they were not with her. They were mentally in a different space. What is important in life? When I'm thinking about happiness, I think we're actually losing it. Young people, they go into a supermarket. They don't have to speak with a cashier. They are actually in this kind of isolated world that is walking with them. People are looking for this kind of relationship where they're totally in control. So in the same way that I examine a website in a few seconds and I decide if it's good or not, same way that I examine a relationship. I cut people off. You go to the cinema. People can't enjoy 90-minute movie. They have to check their phone every 10 minutes. Is it a good movie? You won't be able to tell. Some movies you have to dive into it. You have to get into you have to close yourself and give it a chance. Some people don't give it a chance anymore. Yes, they say, okay, I'll give it 5 minutes. Another minute, I can't anymore. Let's check. This is why we actually have to create this kind of borders. We have to remind ourselves all the time where we want to get to. In Judaism, you have Shabbat. Shabbat, you cut yourself off. Now, it's a very bizarre idea in a world of technology. So I was in a hotel in Denmark, and I was talking with the guy in the lobby, and I tried to explain him about my Shabbat, and I said, look, on Shabbat, I don't use, I don't use electricity. I don't answer my smartphone. I don't answer emails. So he looks at me and said, what? You won't tell me that people don't bother you? They don't call you? They don't? I said, no. And if someone will call me, I'll totally ignore it, and he will learn very quickly that that I'm off. I said, wow, can I become Jewish? There is a concept called flow. Flow is a concept that was actually defined by a great scholar called Csikszentmihalyi, a psychologist. He basically said that the peak experiences that we get in life is actually when we dive into the experience. We integrate with it to such a level that we forget everything else. And you can see it sometimes, when people pray. they isolate themselves from the world. The idea you know, now I'm with God, or now I'm with some kind of a spiritual power. I meditate. I close myself to all this, you know, noise, all this junk of life, all this, you know, need to be efficient. And this concept of flow is extremely important, because if you check nowadays, you see in the modern life, a lot of people don't have flow. When you're actually in this kind of interaction with the experience, maybe with your spouse, with your kids, with some kind of a cultural experience, and you actually suddenly, you don't know anything else besides the here and now, this is actually the peak experiences of life. I saw lots of people that changed their life, and it transformed their life totally. You know, suddenly they realized that you know, that you can have a different life and you can enjoy them much more, and you didn't actually lose anything, because a lot of the things that you lost are actually things that actually drove you crazy. We are basic creatures. We need intimacy, we need relationship, we need to invest. We want to feel that we have real friends and not Facebook friends. We can't live in a world of multitasking, because we are nowhere. We're not in 5 places at the same time, we are in 0 places.